up YouTube, Mr. Lamacy here, and today we're going to start the Blade Assassin guided playthrough. Now this one is going to be a little bit unique for me because Blade Assassins were always kind of trash, and then in D2R they adjusted it, and so now they're supposed to be a little bit better and actually decent, but maybe not godlike, but maybe, I don't know. There's still a lot for me, I would say, overall to kind of learn with this. This is probably one of my definitely lesser played classes because, again, Blades were pretty trash for a long time. So I've done some like casual plays with them and stuff, but I don't think I've done a guided playthrough with them before. So bear with me, go along with me as we go through the game and play through this. I will still try and give you the best that I can, but there may be a couple pieces where chat will have to help out and I'll have to adjust slightly and say, oh, I think this would be good, but actually maybe we want to go slightly different. So let's take a look. This is changes that were made to the character in Diablo 2 Resurrected. First, the casting delay reduced from 2 seconds to 1 second. Big boost. Casting delay will no longer share its cooldown with other skills that have casting delays. Remember, that's just something that we saw before and helped out. Other than that, and tooltip updated now to display casting delay. Missile speed increased by 20%. Weapon damage increased from 37 to 75%. I believe this is on...
Good day.
Is that on Blade Fury? Let me move myself over. Or is that here? So 75% weapon damage on both of them. Okay. Blade Fury synergy added. Blade Shield synergy added. You can now see that these all have synergies between them. 10% damage per level, so a nice boost there. Attack rating increased by 10%. So you can see right here, there's attack rating 10%. So that's super nice because it did have some attack rating issues. Blade Fury or Blade Shield duration baseline increased from 20 seconds to 120 seconds. Duration scaling increased from 5 to 12 seconds. Weapon damage increased from 25 to 75%, so that got boosted a massive amount as well. Blade Sentinel synergy added, 10% damage per level, and then the same thing. So a lot of just damage boost. Attack rating boost, more damage boost, synergies added. There's been a lot that's been added into this character. So, if we go in here and take a look, what's this character really going to look for, like for us? We're going to use Blade Sentinels, Blade Fury, and then we'll probably dump into Blade Shield a little bit later. We'll have bursts of speed just to improve running around, throwing stuff out just for the IAS. And then Claw Mastery will also probably be a nice benefit because we are going to be getting that attack rating boost and, you know, damage boost and whatnot right there. I imagine Claw Mastery is working with Blade Sentinel, right? It's based on weapon damage. So if you use your claws, it should be. For stats, Vitality is going to be our main dump here. We'll probably have a little dexterity just to get some attack rating boosted here and there. It works with Blade Fury, but not Blade Sentinel, I believe. Okay. Yeah, these are the interactions I'm not 100% certain on. And then just enough strength for gear. And I doubt we'll need energy, but if we are running out of mana, we may shift it over. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set the game to players 8. So you can see I did /players space 8 and it sets it to players 8, and so now I can run out, and whenever I hit stuff I'm going to be dealing good damage to it. Nicky Funky, by the way.
They'll never see me coming.
And I get crazy good experience. You can see how fast I can level up to level 2 just from a couple initial hits here. Right. Very easy. So we'll go ahead and put Claw Mastery for our first point. And I could continue Claw Mastery after that, or I could save for Burst of Speed and Blade Sentinel at the same time. Actually a tricky decision. We'll take a look at what the next Claw Mastery does and any of that. The game is a bit loud. I'm sorry. Let me adjust it down. So again, don't mind getting just a little bit of extra damage here. Extra experience. Leveling up one more time. Why not? I'll go ahead and add 5 Dexterity and 5 Vitality to start. And we can take a look. That's a little bit of a boost. The critical chance strike is kind of nice. And now we'll go back to players 1. But we can probably save this point because I am going to be really wanting those burst of speed points later on. They really help just kind of get some nice speed, nice attack rating right there. The reason I don't really care for players 8 in the Den of Evil is you just end up taking way more time down here for no reason. Maybe a tiny bit louder? Okay. How about now? Do I think the Assassin is the weakest class in D2? I mean, it's so hard to say because, again, there's so many different points in the game. And that's a difficult part. Like, the Assassin is really strong in many parts, then really weak in many parts, but then really strong in many parts. And now with her crazy martial arts build, she's like the strongest character in the game. Mosaic's probably the best build in the game, to be honest. So it's hard to say. But if you're not running that, you're just running like traps. Late game traps definitely have been improved a lot now because they've made it so that Magic Find actually works for them. I mean, Magic Finds worked, but you weren't getting like enough boss groups because the trap issue. They changed it so now you get like the boost from all the plus skill damage. The minus res, like, they've done a lot to really improve her. What's this playthrough? Yeah, this is a guided playthrough. We'll move at an okay speed, but we'll definitely slow down a little bit later. Now, I believe this is still the case that you're going to just want to use a one-handed weapon or 2 one-handed weapons because 2-handed weapons still, I imagine, get 3/8 damage. Is that correct? I believe that is still the case. So, it'll come on today, Exka. It's just processing. So, for the most part, sticking with the one-hander is going to be better. Weapon block is very cool. This is also true. Weapon block is one of the best skills in the game. If you use dual claw, and the reason it has a chance to block everything, spells as well, it's insane. If you ever PvP and you go up against an assassin dual claw, oh my god, it's so annoying how many of your spells they block. Yeah, it is like insanely strong. Yeah, the spell block is crazy. So we'll go back to players 8 here. Again, saving up our points. I'll put these into Vitality. And I am going to be looking for 2 open socket armor. And also a cap, just to put stuff in later. But 2 open socket armor for stealth. Do you think Bladesync can be tailored into an S tier build? I mean, not for like a playthrough, I doubt it, but late game, I think it can be pretty good. Claw Block has block smite. Claw Block can block everything. Everything in this game. Yeah, I think S tier is pretty hard to put it up there because it's like S tier is reserved for, you know. There we go, 2 open sockets, nice. Your mosaic assassin and stuff. And I'm not going to just kill everything, but you will note that I just kind of run around and along the way I just kill some random stuff here and there. It blocks hammers, yeah. You thought it didn't block smite? I actually don't know if it blocks smite. I just know it blocks like so much stuff. It probably blocks smite as well, to be honest. Okay, go to Stony Field. A few more points here. Now you will note in these early levels, before you hit level 6, that it's going to be a little bit slower going to kill stuff, because you are just swinging with your claw. If you would like, you can use things like throwing knives. And they're not actually quite as good, but throwing javelins is actually not bad. Same with if you get any potions, fulminating potions before you hit level 6. Those can be decent there as well. But why am I fighting these groups right here if they just hit for so much and they're so difficult? Well, because they give crazy amounts of experience. Watch my experience bar. Boom! That was a single minion. That's right, they give 500% experience. I'm gonna take out this ranger because he's just annoying me. So, is it worth taking the time for 500% experience? I think so, because when we kill this boss group, we'll have a whole level. Stone Skin is annoying. I'm gonna probably leave the boss alone, actually, himself, but and once we hit level 6, we'll be in a much better spot. This guy down. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this is a very tough boss group right here. On players 8, they're very tanky. Rack and Nishu is also great for farming that experience if we want. I'm just gonna kill this last guy, get my experience, get my level up, go get potions, and then we'll be good to go. Man fight! Nice. Thanks, Antoni. 1 to strength, 1 to max damage. Sure, we'll take that. And we'll take some of these. Burst of Speed and Blade Sentinel. And here we go. I believe so there's only a 1-second casting delay. I believe the speed of these also changed, if I'm not mistaken. But you can see now our damage much better. And again, great experience. And because I have this waypoint, I can actually just reset if I would like. And just go a couple more times doing a similar idea right here. I'm going to go get a few more mana potions actually instead. And we also have strangling gas potions if we would like to help just spray them out there. But just laying down a bunch of these on the field can be really nice. We'll get more burst of speed as well. And just kill some players 8 Rakinishu and mobs. And again, the nice piece is here, we could farm that again and again. Level 8, 9, 10, not too bad. I feel pretty good now. Moving ahead, level 7. I can just throw down some random blades as I run by. Great way to just kind of kill some mobs, get a little bit of extra experience. Get another burst of speed here. And now with a few points in, we can also really start to see some damage. I'm going to continue with Vitality at this point. But, like I say, a nice way to... Again, this is players 8. This is players 8 right here, and it is pretty quick way to just pick up some experience as you're running past stuff. Throw out a blade, keep moving. So it's definitely a solid starter build at the very least. Again, I'm mostly curious later on what's going to happen. Okay. Then versus speed. How the game is going to function later for us. But for now, I'd say it's pretty nice. Come here. So let's go ahead and find ourselves the tower. Of course, we want to go get our runes. Tal Eth is our desire. If we can. Just to simply get. And of course we want the waypoint as well. So we can get Stealth Runeward, give us a little more Fast Runwalk and stuff, which is always just nice. Like, Fast Runwalk obviously is a speedrunner, I love it. But even just overall, having FCR, having FRW, having FHR from that armor is really, really helpful. It just helps your character so much.
I can't carry anymore.
And let's drink some of this. Being able to like run and escape monsters, to dodge in between stuff, it's absolutely huge. Okay. We'll continue with Blade Sentinel here. It's processing right now, the Hell Zealot, so when it finishes processing, I'll release it on YouTube.
Want to remember this place.
Again, what am I aiming for? Boss groups. If we can aim for boss groups, we can get a lot of experience really quickly. Now, I will note this later, but I'm also going to note it now just as a reminder. Let's go ahead and get some strength and dex. Just get a tiny bit up there. You want to be players 1, and generally there's 1 boss group per level. Sometimes there's 0 and sometimes there are 2. But for the most part, you're generally going to see just a single boss group per level. More Blade Sentinel. You want to be players 1 when you kill the Countess. I'm players 8 right now, and that's all good. There's plenty of experience here. Even when you spawn the Countess on players 8, it's totally fine. But if you kill her and you are set on players 1 when you do so, you are not going to have a good time. You're going to get 1 rune, most likely. And it basically ruins the chances of getting the multi-rune drops. And we'll go Vitality. What stats work on blade skills? I did not. If you have full information on that, I would actually greatly appreciate it. I would love to have more information on how it's fully functioning with everything now. What's working on Blade Sentinel versus Blade Sentry. So again, I can spawn them players 8, but I want to set players 1 before I actually get in and kill the Countess. And because we go players 1, we get 3 runes. Ral Nef Nef, which honestly is not a bad start. Ral rune is nice. It's some fire resist if we want later on. We can put in our helm, plus we can use it for Ancient's Pledge or whatever pieces. And Nef Nef is 1 short of an Eth rune, so that's helpful right there. Also, I like to keep chip gems just for later. We'll go back to players 8. We'll sell some dudes. Oops, didn't mean to sell that. And that should be good enough. We can run forward. Yeah, it is still a thing.
Impossible.
Next hit delay's been removed. Yeah. From everything really, which is nice. Knock him out really fast. Grayman, thank you for the sub. Just checking for the boss really fast, see if he's there. He may be in that corner, or there may just not be a boss that spawned this time. Also remember, as an assassin, you can open every chest. Nothing is locked for assassins. So if it says locked, you just click on it, you don't need keys. We'll go more vitality here. They did add in, yeah, we'll take a look at the claw rune words actually, because they did add in a new low claw rune word, right? Pattern, yes. So we can take a look really fast. Pattern, Diablo 2. And so here it is, 30% faster block rate, 40 to 80% enhanced damage, 10% bonus attack rating, add some fire, lightning, and cold, and poison damage, 15 all res, 6 strength, 6 dexterity. Honestly, really a nice, like, for Tal Ort Thol. It's not bad. Now, it doesn't have any IS. Yeah, you don't get like steel, obviously black, but black you're wanting an IO rune. That probably comes a little bit later. Right. So, But this only goes in clubs, hammers, and maces, so you're not building that there. Steel, you know, swords, axes, and maces. So either one, they both are nice. You do have this, but you're giving up the dual claw block, which is really nice. So honestly, dual pattern is not a horrible idea. Hey, like I say, you just get little bonuses here and there, 15 res. It's okay. It's okay for sure. And I think for the cost of it, it's pretty decent. So, now getting 2 Thol runes, you know, you just got to kind of go get that. Again, we're going to go down to players 1 right here. Before we kill the Countess. And we got our Eth rune. Perfect. Okay, so now we just need a tier rune, or a Tau rune. You can put Malice in a claw. Yeah, you got to find an early 3 open socket though, which is kind of tough, I feel like. Right? But it's not bad. We're back up to players 8. More Blade Sentinel. More Vitality. Yeah, you can put Malice. You could put, what, Strength could go in a claw. Which has Crushing Blow. That could be nice for bosses. Blade Sentinel does not apply Crushing Blow, but Blade Sentry does. Or Blade Fury, I mean, sorry. No, you cannot shop for a 3 open socket claw. I believe you can only shop for 2 open sockets max. So yeah, there's a lot of interactions like that where some of them I know, some of them I don't know, some of them changed over time. Like I believe people were saying that now elemental damage applies to Blade Sentinel. So that's nice. That makes me feel like a Tal. Just get a bunch of poison damage and then just lay these down everywhere. Could actually be really nice for normal. Even just Tal and a couple claws. Seems interesting. Oh no, I was on players 8 when I killed her. That was my bad. I was thinking. Rip. 10 FCR, 3 to Firebolt. 1 to max damage, 3 to dexterity, sure. Fire resist, sure. Strength can go away. 9% magic find. I do like. 4 to min damage. Alright. Let's go ahead and get dual claws, because why not? And now we can test it out as well. Let's put you in there. And you in there, sure. Can always shop a 2 open socket gray armor right here if you want. Can always shop lots of basic things in normal there. Oh, that'd be nice, kid. You just get less runes on players 8. If you kill her then. So you gotta make sure you drop it back down. And yeah, you can see now I have cold damage, and so now I'm dealing cold damage. But it is only from main hand, it seems. So only getting the boost from the main hand right there, not from the off. But yes, having a little bit of like frost damage, if I could get a charm that was, you know, 1 to 2 cold damage or something, that'd be the best. That would be the best. Because then I'm just always able to apply that. So yeah, charms are definitely the way to go there. But this does mean, yeah, we could get a 2 open socket or 3 open socket claw, put a couple Tau runes in it, and then get that elemental damage boost right there. Should be really nice. And again, just looking for the Tau rune, or the idea, like I said before, getting Tal, putting that in. Could be helpful. Blade Sentinel. We can do a respec later if we want to get more into Blade Fury, but I don't think level 18 getting Blade Fury is crazy important. I think we can use Blade Sentinel for a bit, honestly. Oh my god, I forgot to players 1 again. Oh, I keep getting caught talking, chat. Gosh dang it. I keep talking to you guys and I'm forgetting. I just wanted to show them how awful it is if you forget. Don't be like me and forget. Blame chat. So busy talking to you guys.
I can't.
It's okay. I love you more than stealth. We're just getting really nice experience.
I can't.
Mana cost is really not too bad on this, only 7 there. Now, once you're at level 17, the experience definitely at players 8 starts to lessen. And so, also we'll go more vitality, and I'm going to go up to 30 strength. So there's definitely not as much experience in the tower at this level. So we kind of are, you know, I'll go for bosses definitely for sure a little bit, but for the most part, our main idea is just get out of here and get our runes. It's pronounced llama. So for the most part, we want to move on. I'm just going to go down to players 1 right now. Forget it. I just want to make sure I am on players 1. I want a quick Tau rune. 2 Ith runes would work as well. Tal, Ith, Nef. Perfect. Thank you, Doom! Alright, let's put our runes and our gems away. I'm also going to put some rejuves away. And Tau rune, Eth rune. Nice and simple. In a gray 2-socket armor, not blue. Gray. And we make stealth. Again, faster unlock, faster cast rate, faster recovery, little dexterity, little regen mana, some other pieces. Fabuloso. Players 8. Let us run forward now. Very nice armor. Look how fast we are. Between bursts of speed and stealth. So nice. I'll kill bosses. Otherwise, unless stuff is like actively chasing me and I have a nice clump, I'm probably not going and killing it as much. How am I gonna play late game? Blades. We're doing blades all the way through. So like these guys will kind of chase around, so I don't mind just laying down a little something for them. This is the blades on, or the blade sin playthrough. Jewels can be really nice early on if you get a Jewel of Envy, 20 poison damage. You can just pop that in like your helmet or something and then have a nice little addition.
I watched a vid today where a guy did 3,800 Countess runs to cube up East runes to a BER rune.
It doesn't even sound like he should get enough Ist runes from 3,800 runs. I'm gonna be honest. He found a Sir? Okay, there you go. So he found a half of a Burr. That's a big part of it. I'm gonna say, if you're just getting random straight Ist runes, man, good luck. More Blade Sentinel, more vitality.
Try and cage me, demons.
Also, if you want, you can definitely go back and get the Malice. Can be nice just to have a little something, something. Can try and like use it on a, you know, some boots later or whatever else.
Impossible.
Didn't use secret door? Oh, you're right. Sorry. I did not use the secret door. Ooh, a unique ring to start us out? Is this... Look, you have 9 magic find, and now you have 31 magic find. Plus 51 attack rating. Godly. This is why getting these early points of magic find are worth so much. I mean, honestly, you could even just grab some topaz and throw your topaz in your helmet to start out, like the game. Just a couple chips and stuff. People really think like, oh, I need to have 200, 300 magic find to be efficient. No. You know what the strongest, most valuable point of magic find is? Literally the first magic find point that you put in. You know what the second strongest one is? The second point you put in. So the first 10 magic find are worth like the next 20, which is worth the next 40, which is worth the next 80, right? Going up from 0 is the most noticeable time for it. Thus, you should always be aiming to get those really, yeah, it's diminishing returns. So you should always be aiming to get those really early points because they are just like such value. So that 9% now got us a unique ring, which is amazing because that gets us 31%, and that is going to really help. Where is this a great thing to like find it? Honestly, just like I said, you can use some gems really early, or if you get some like boots or gloves, with like 10-15% magic find, that can be really nice. 17 cold res isn't bad. 6 poison damage. None of these charms are amazing. 17 cold res I'll probably keep till endgame just because resistances are nice, but for the most part, everything there is like okay. We are players 8 still, yes. I've done multiple Amazon playthroughs. The latest one I did was the Boazon. If you check ! YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll see plenty of guided playthroughs there. You can just type in Let's Play or Guided Playthrough. Both of them should hopefully get it. Pretty high damage for players 8. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Heavy gloves. This is where you can get like magic find. We didn't here, but still, little attack rating, little dexterity and strength. I don't mind it. And of course, as always, if desired, you can go and get a waypoint here as well. Do more Blade Sentinel. I'm level 19. Again, this is also where I could, if I wanted, go down into Blade Fury. I could respec, or I could just have save some points and use them to go there. But I feel like Blade Fury right now is not as needed. And we'll go more Vitality. Now again, I will want a little more strength and dexterity later on. That's going to be useful. Might want to check right up there. For strength and dexterity will be useful for using some different claws. So we'll have to kind of see what we find and adjust there. 1 to 2 cold damage. Perfect. Just like we were talking about. That's exactly the small charm that I want. Because now I don't need to put cold damage on a weapon. I'll just automatically get my cold damage no matter what. That is dead-ended. This blade skill is probably dropping from IAS is my guess, but it does have a 1-second cast delay, so it's not like you're getting faster there, but you're probably getting a faster release of the skill, so it's not as long to cast. I believe that is its functionality. Now, I came in here on players 8, which I believe means she is players 8. If you come in here on players 1, I think she instant spawns with whatever it is. I've changed to players 1. She might be players 8. We'll just have to see. If she is, it's all good. Our blades, yeah, she's players 8. Our blades do good enough damage. I don't mind it too much. I don't mind it too much. Couple extra seconds, but we're gonna get potentially nice finds. A lot of rares. Nothing amazing, sadly. Pick this up and head over. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, there's a Volge there. Don't really have a lot of room for it. Let's go like this. We'll grab that for the Act 2 Mercenary instead. And just like that, give yourselves the clap. Act numero 1 is done. Ooh, chance for amp damage, IAS, ED, attack rating. Hello. That'll be nice for our mercenary. It's got some pog rolls on it. Right there, put some gold away. We'll go ahead and grab a belt. And again, I like to look around just for like magic find and stuff. 30 attack rating isn't horrible. At least I can give it to my mercenary if I want. And let's go get a mercenary. I like to get blessed aim, really get the chance to hit up for both of us. We'll give him both of those. And let's get rolling. We'll go back to players 8. And get the experience shrine. Just looking for the exit here. Always be careful of cursed. When you have an experience shrine, never fun to lose it. Triple rejuve. Andrew James, thank you.
Tier 1 sub to Reanimator 123.
Appreciate that. Now we're just looking for the Halls of the Dead. And remember, exits are going to be in the corners. So that's where we're kind of running edge a little more. Look for stairs. But essentially it's a giant rectangle. And you're looking in your corners to find your exits to the next areas. Looks like we'll have it up here. And more Blade Sentinel. Since we got the waypoint down there, I don't feel bad moving on here. And then if we find this waypoint, we can always go back. If not, we can go forward, try and find Lost City waypoint. You know, whatever it is. Nothing over there, so... Would you still play D2 if the maps weren't random? I think random maps is definitely a big selling point. Especially for Diablo 2. I think if you remove that, you definitely lose some of the replayability. Because being able to explore, know how maps function, find really good maps, all that stuff is exciting, you know? See if we can find Beetle Burst. No, we did find Maggot Lair. There's Beetle Burst. Perfect. Alright, so we actually have a really interesting Beetle Burst spawn here. By that I mean we have Beetle Burst right next to a waypoint, so we can just kill him as many times as we want. He's a place where if we want to farm for experience and a little bit of items as well, we can always just do that. We'll go back to Dry Hills here. Faster unwalk? Not quite. But we do have some nice resistance. 14 light res, 2 dexterity, 10 hit recovery. It's not bad. Not bad overall. Let's see if we can find it. Where's our Halls of the Dead? It looks like it is down. Unfortunate. I have a 3070 now. But the 1080 Ti could probably still play Diablo 4.
Impossible.
Like, it's a pretty powerful system. What? Maybe it's right here. And sometimes you just miss it somehow.
I can't.
There it is.
I can't. Impossible. I can't.
It's in the one tiny little gap that you didn't look in.
I can't.
Now, Llama RPG, that can run on your toaster.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
You don't have a toaster? Rip. Let's get ourselves Mr. Cube. Ooh, a rare ring. Don't mind if I do. We'll actually restart this. Probably answer this. What's your opinion on the current state of D4? Generic. Bit bland. Bit lacking. Alright. If you ever want to refill an entire tome, just sell it to a vendor that doesn't sell scrolls and you can do so. 19 fire res, 5 energy, 1 mana per kill is pretty nice. 1 to 6 lightning damage. Sure, we'll keep that for now. I'm going to hold on to this ring. We might use it in like Act 3 and 4. And we'll go ahead and shift this over. Perfect. More vitality, more blade sentinel. Fire Oasis, like I said, we could just rinse and repeat this as many times as we want and just get free Beetle Burst farm. If we want to just get some nice, you know, quick experience. And also a chance for some nice items, such as Hisaris' belt. If I get Hisaris' boot, that would actually be a really nice combo because the 2-piece combo gives attack rating as the set bonus for the boots, which would be really nice. And I actually don't hate players 8 down here in the maggot lair because blades are actually pretty decent in the maggot lair. Yeah, you'll need attack rating for this build.
Impossible.
Impales on. Oof.
I can't. I can't. Impossible.
So you can always go through, like I say, on this, or you can just drop down to players 1 just because, hey, getting through the maggot lair is still annoying. So even if it can, I just want to run through as fast as possible. See what we get over here. Go ahead and grab the rare helm, maybe for our mercenary. meh. I actually kind of like just him having the 30 attack rating. Okay, so we got one piece, and like I said before, every time if you want to reset before you go back to that waypoint, just talk to Wariv. You can always go back and just fight again. Mosaic is more broken than D4? You mean the Diablo 4 where Rob just did 32 undecillion damage? That's the one that Mosaic is more broken than? No, Mosaic is messy though.
Impossible. Join my At Mr. Llama SC, do you think a non-high rune build of Frost or Lightning Zealot would be better for cows than physical Zealer without grief?
Non-high rune build of Frost Lightning is better than physical Zealer without grief. Yeah, I mean, physical Zealer and cows is pretty rough. If you had Crescent Moon, it could be nice. But even then, he might just run that with, like, Holy Shock, right? I feel like Frost is probably going to be nice because cows are just so deadly. That would be my biggest worry running cows as a physical zealot, is just them swarming me and me just not having any way to slow them. So I feel like Holy Freeze is probably going to be better there. But it all depends the gear that you have. I mean, Crescent Moon is good with both of them, honestly. Whether you're running physical or Holy Shock, it's still really nice. Like just that. You just get so many static hits off. How many different auras can you stack? I mean, as many as you like. Okay, transmute that puppy. More Blade Sentinel. I'm going to go ahead and go more Dexterity. What's my favorite act in D2R? I mean, it's really hard to say. I feel like a lot of the acts are great in their own ways. I really like Act 1. I think the movement through Act 1 is pretty straightforward, but also gives a lot of variety. You know, it's like you kind of follow the path through the different zones, then you run into like the different caves, you have the tower, then you run into the barracks, the jail. You know, it's like very different kinds of zones there. Then you're up in the catacombs, which is another really cool kind of zone. So I feel like that does a really good job of how it layers you through the areas, but still like creates really unique. Spicy. So you just heard my mercenary say thanks. I actually gave him a potion by just doing Shift 1. Which took a potion out of my 1 slot and let him drink it. So that's a way you can give him a potion. You can also just drag and drop a potion over his portrait. When it highlights, he will get it. Some fun tips. Yeah, being able to heal mercenaries, while not something that's going to always save them, they'll still die plenty and whatever, is very helpful, and at least if they're, you know, slowly losing health, a nice way to at least get a little bit of love for them going. Arcane Sanctuary. Good luck. Just kind of take a guess. Yeah, rejuves do work, which is nice. I'm actually going to drop to players 1 for the Arcane Sanctuary. I could go a higher players count, 1 because we can't do it, and because you know, the rune drops from Ghost can be nice. But honestly, with the 4 paths, I'm already level 22. I'm a pretty good level here. I just want to get through this area. That's my main goal. And a first way, because it's a guided playthrough and not a speedrun. Alright. So we first wayed it there. We have the sun. Remember, it goes circle, moon, square, sun, double down, triangle, circle over moon. In that order, in those directions. D2R Arcane Sanctuary is gorgeous. Again, I'm just on players 1 right now. If I want, I could definitely go up to players 8 or somewhere in between, but like I say, I feel pretty good on levels, everything there. I mostly just want to get to the end here, kill Duriel, and move into Act 3. Where I can then start farming to get to level 25, because level 25 is quite nice and helpful. Now, if I needed more damage as well, I could definitely... I should probably put a point into weapon block. I could definitely be running like Malice and a Flail or something right here, but I just feel like our damage is totally fine at this point. Make sure your player's 1 before you spawn Duriel. And we're just gonna go in. Aw, Mercenary. And we do enough damage, we don't have to worry about stacking up our resistances or anything. We'll grab the Bardiche. I'm gonna go back up to players 8 for later. 1 to 2 cold damage, don't really need that. And Act 2 is completed. Absolutely flying through everything. Good job, you guys. Check to see if there's some fast run walk boots. There are. In a speedrun, I 100% grab those. Here, it's like, well, the lightning resist is kind of nice. I'll go ahead and hold on to my current boots. But if you would want to make that swap, you totally can. Oh my god, Rex. And this is just a faster way to get through after you talk to Jurhin, go to Mashif. And move on over. Let's do act numero 3. Try.
Y-O-O-O-O-O-O.
Gordon. So I actually don't really love Players 8 as much in the initial part of Act 3. I actually kind of like saving it for, I mean that wasn't bad. But I actually kind of like saving it for when you get to the Flare Jungle and you get all the little tiny dudes running around. I might go more strength again, just so we can make an upgrade eventually here.
Impossible.
Nothing there. Can chests and LKs drop uniques? Regular chest, sure. Super chest now.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Rex_Rallet.
Thanks, for.
They have given 8 gift subs in the channel.
Appreciate that.
Impossible.
There's probably some app that has the tracking potential. And I generally like to stay below level 24 until I get my teleport staff. So that's also why I'm running on players 1 here. And why I hate this map. We got the worst spider cavern map ever. I'm gonna leave a TP. I don't even want to do that spider cavern map like that. Ugh, so awful. Just go get the waypoint. Essentially, I'm just waiting till I get 1 waypoint though, and then we're good to go. Yeah, I want the tele staff. And the walls were so blue?
Impossible.
Were they? I don't know.
Impossible.
Okay. Doubtful that we have a skip on this map.
Can't.
So we'll just have to go through it this way. We can check really fast. Oh, wow. Looks like we did get the lucky skip here. Nice. Super lucky. Always check at the very end. See if you run into that. Just avoid the Great Marsh completely.
Impossible. Can't. Impossible.
Mosaic cannot be made in non-ladder, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think any of those got moved over yet.
Impossible. I am overburdened.
So, single player you can, and ladder you can, but that's all. Okay, we'll go ahead and get our mercenary, give him that. 20 attack rating is, you know, it's okay. It's nothing spectacular. And now that we've done the spider cavern, we can do our farm for the tele staff. So what is tele staff farm? Essentially, we are looking for a staff that has teleport charges. For instance, this is a enchant staff, but a chain lightning charges staff. Now, notice I'm only looking at staffs that are required level 24 and up, which means they are red, because I'm only level 23. If you do this at level 24, then you're gonna have to look at all of the staffs. And of course, any level above that. So we're just gonna go ahead and look at the red staves. Now there's going to be, see this right here is 1 to teleport, that's wrong. This is 1 to teleport charges, that is right. It's only 47,000, which is pretty good. Essentially they'll range from like 17,000, sometimes 65,000, sometimes 47,000, sometimes 105,000, sometimes 250,000. So sometimes you won't be able to afford it. And one of those times would be right now. Oh no, I only have 29,000. How am I ever going to afford this? Well, thankfully, Llama is here to teach you the ways. So the first thing you want to do is buy cheap wands, cheap scepters, cheap staves, whatever it is, okay? Things that can roll +2 skills. Oh, that's really nice as well. Let me give that to the mercenary. Okay, then you're gonna come over here, you're gonna take your chip gems. You're gonna put 3 chip gems in it and roll it. And now this went from 1,200 gold to 1 conversion, 1 holy freeze. That's worth 15,000 gold. We can do the same thing over here. Now this is +3 to enchant. That's probably worth 15,000 gold. And you can rinse and repeat this process as much as you would like. Oops. To just get money infinite money glitch in a way.
Carry anymore.
Right? So 15,000, 15,000. Now I have enough money, and we can go and buy our teleport charges staff. No, my staff is not refreshed because I did not leave town. So it actually was good that I made that mistake. Going between towns does not leave town. If I left town by running outside of town, yes. But it has to be leaving the town within the act is how leaving town actually will work in this game. So anyways, that's a great reason and why I kept all these chip gems, because you can see I've got 3 more, 3 more, 3 more, 3 more. I had 4 more rolls I could have done if I rolled bad rolls that weren't worth a lot of gold. You can reroll it as many times as you would like, but that is a great way to get, we'll go back to players 8.
Impossible.
Great way to go ahead and get your gold up. Additionally, you can always come back and find things like a rare plate mail or something. Ooh, that's nice. That'll be really nice for him with tri-res.
I can't carry anymore.
And you can very easily it depends what the runes are, Wesley.
What a delicious blade.
Yeah, it's a fantastic map.
Goodness.
Janelli, thank you. I'm actually just going to go down into the dungeon because we can just leave and come back through and just do that all again. So, and I'm on players 8 here again. Be careful of fire damage and dolls. That is the one like really scary thing that can super bring you down. Inferno damage is really, really nasty in this game. Also, again, just grabbing things like bone wands and stuff can be a lot. L to foul? Oh, Omrune's probably great then. Take it and run, for real. I think Omrune is probably overpay, but, you know, if you're doing all the work of getting the Rals and Orts and whatevers, he probably just doesn't want to do the work, and that's just an easy way. He'll pay a little extra for not having to. Okay, we'll grab the Grand Charm. And a little more strength, because I don't mind getting up to like 50 strength, 60 strength eventually. It's not bad. And we're almost maxed out on Blade Sentinel. I still need 1 in weapon block. Keep forgetting. Okay, we got a nice ring right there. 3 to min damage, 49 attack rating, 2 dexterity, 20 fire resist. Primo. Extremely good. I'll go ahead and put that over my 9% MF. I'm gonna get rid of that Grand Charm. That's just like annoying. 39% fire resist? Holy cow! Fantastic. And just like that, our fire resist went from nothing to 65%. That was easy. Like I said before, if you want, you can always shove a Rao rune in just like a helmet. That's an easy way to get an additional 30 resist. No problems whatsoever. But my goodness. Yeah, that's really helpful for Act 4 because there's a lot of fire damage in Act 4 that is super scary. I'm going to go ahead and reset just so I can run back through and kill some of the stuff right there in that start of the flare jungle. Let's get a boss group again. Still on players 8, which is nice. Yeah, it's a great, like, that's a perfect speedrunning map right there for that. No, I mean, my res are pretty good. My light res is a little bit low, but overall, very, very nice resistances. One to mana per kill, which is nice.
This looks like a fun build. I've never actually seen it before.
I might just throw this in my helm and just go for like more magic find. I think I'm just gonna do it. Since I don't really need the Rao rune up anymore, I'm gonna just go there. Also, we're level 24, so we can now have teleport on our offhand, which is simple. Rag, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, this is, again, some of the beauty of Diablo 2 and a little bit of Diablo 2 Resurrected and how well they've handled certain pieces of it there. Is that you can actually get stuff like this. There's so many fun builds to play through the game like this that are really unique and different. And I mean, again, this is player's 8. Like, it's not like it's bad at all. It's got definitely some power early. And there's positioning involved, and it's a good one, honestly. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab the waypoint just for safety purposes. Another flawed topaz. 26% magic find added from our helm now, on top of the 22 right here. Almost 50% magic find.
Impossible.
Which again, if I could get Hisaris boots, that would be really nice. Now, if I wanted to go after Hisaris boots, I can always just look up right here, Resurrected. I can do it like, we'll just say players 3, party size, oh wait, yeah. 48% magic find. We can look at bosses first. Item, set item, Hisaris, Iron Heel, and normal Indariel. Pretty good drop chance right there. Right? So we could go and just kill normal Indariel and just try and farm it there. We can also look at super uniques. Looks like Nightmare Cow King, 1 in 226 chance. And then just regular uniques here. Just any unique is 1 in 1500. So just killing bosses from a lot of those areas in like Act 2 seems like I have a decent chances. So always good to go look around, but it looks like normal Indariel would be the place to go target farm it. We could go get it in, 50 kills, which wouldn't be too bad. These blades probably aren't going to proc life tap. Blade Fury is going to really have more of your stuff. Blade Sentinel is not going to do a lot of that. Alright, I'm actually going to put a point in weapon block because I have that. And then again, players 8, we can always run around, especially if we want gold, which I could use a little bit of gold. We can always run around and do the super chest here and get gold, get gems, get jewels, get runes, get more. You can always just pop everything that exists, which is nice, but if you specifically want to be, trying to get, I don't know. Honestly, just popping everything's good. The super chests are nice, though, if you really just want to focus on super chests. There's also different bases to pick up. Lots of good potential stuff here. So you can always reset that, do that as much as you would like. So I want to see if we get it through open socket. We'll do a quick little reset. There is 11% magic find on these boots. So a little bit more magic find, but nothing amazing. I will increase my strength a little bit. We'll sell that, sell that, sell that. Sell that, sell that. 1 to strength, go there. We do have stealth, yes. And we can look really fast again. We're on players 8. Just go pop all the chests. Remember, you don't need keys either. And it looks like we actually have 2 sets of super chests here, so we get 6 super chests. 1 there, 1 there.
Impossible.
And 1 here. And then we'll move on to the next one over here. Perfect. So again, do that as much or as little as you want. Lots of runes, lots of things to pick up. But I'm going to go ahead and keep moving forward. Normal one is okay. Nightmare definitely gets better. And Hell, Lower Karast is where you really start to get some nice stuff.
Can't. Impossible.
So now we'll go ahead and look for 2 things, 3 things. Sewer. But also we want to find the temple that faces towards the bottom left. That is going to be the temple with Serena and also with the book in it that gives you additional stats, which is just a nice little boost.
Impossible.
So that's right here. Waypoint would also be nice. Sewers are nice. And you can always farm in here if you're ever needing to get levels. Let's say you're not level 25 yet, you're not level 24 yet, you need to farm a little bit more. Come down here, kill Serena and all her minions. It's a great place. Nice and easy, just get this waypoint. Probably one of the fastest places to level up. You can also do other temples as well, they're not bad. But Serena's a pretty quick one. Run away! I don't want to fight a ghostly doll. Yeah, he's a fast little guy. Okay, so we're just gonna run around. And I'm just gonna go grab a waypoint really fast. And then continue in our sewers. Slash Blaze command not working. It just text-wise isn't working. It actually does work. It's just the chat box is broken sometimes. So it won't say that it happened. Which is really silly. Chat is a mess in Diablo 2 Resurrected. Okay, it's looking like this will be an inside map unless this happens to cut down to it. Oh, this does. Okay. Project Diablo is great, yeah. He's done a great game with it. That was a strange sewer map. It happens. Okay, we'll also go ahead now and just talk to Mashif. And turn in both pieces at once. Vitality, go here, go here. Bad trade from a sheaf? Hey, he was happy with it. He said okay. The art of the deal, baby. For Travancore, I'm just going to go down to players 1. We could probably actually kill on players 8, to be honest. We're pretty dang strong, and our blades do some good damage against him, but my mercenary would definitely die on players 8, so I'm just going to go players 1. Yeah, I don't really look at Media and XL as Diablo 2 mods. I look at them as their own games. No, I haven't played in like 2-3 years. When they did the big release and changed up the whole game. And it was fantastic. I mean, it was they did such a good job with it.
Dark magic here is dispelled.
The only thing that was absolutely atrocious and I hated so much was Purify. And how many times I had to use Purify for bosses. It's awful. They actually improved it. I mean, they needed to, man. It was so bad. You spend all this time farming up all your awesome gear, and then none of it matters. Because all you have to do is just purify over and over, and just, oh. It's rough. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're playing Median XL, you have to know that the game is not Diablo 2. They took the Diablo 2 base, like the really good itemization of Diablo 2, and then just built a completely different game with it, essentially. And it's actually really quite nice. High defense? Not really high, but you could get like a breastplate or something, you know. Okay, we're on players 1 still. And we will go take out Mr. Mephisto now. She'll sell through open socket like scale mail and chain mail and that stuff as well, but none of it's going to be high defense. Median XL. It's a Diablo 2 mod, but it's very much so far removed from Diablo 2 in many ways.
Impossible.
No, mercenary! Yep.
Mephisto. You were no match for me.
Alright, we'll pick up a little bit of gold. Emilio! Put a couple things away. And just go right here. That's also pretty nice. Yeah. Hard to say, they're both really good. Okay. Congratulations. Give yourselves a clap. You are done with Act 3. Let's move into Act 4. Generally for Act 4, I like to stay on Players 1. There's really not a great experience boost from a lot of the stuff out here. So, it's like, you know, it's okay, but... Plus, a lot of things can just do a ton of damage and be really painful. We'll leave a TP right there so we can come back for Isual. Plus 2 skills for very little work is quite nice. We'll see what we can find. Don't blink or you'll miss Act 4. Act 4 really goes flying.
Impossible.
Yeah, we'll shift and get other blade skills as we go further. We are level 25. Which is a perfect level. Being 25 at this point is fantastic. You really just want to be 25 by the time you hit Act 5. Otherwise, you're going to run into bad experience from being too underleveled. Okay, we got that waypoint. Let's go back and find Isual. Did I farm something? I've just been on Players 8 for a lot of the game, so I've just kind of gained extra farm from just doing that. And you're just able to kind of kill a lot of stuff with this character. You can just kind of lay out, you know, some blades and they'll go do some work on some dudes. So. Sure, Clutchy. Can we make the Clobber Inward? Sure, but we need Ral or Thul, which I don't have yet, so. This is an example where my mercenary was dying. I fed him a health potion, and now he's thriving. Perfect. 6% cold res, we like that. Blades do work, man. Go ahead and put some gold away just to be safe. And Blade
Death
Sentinel.
by 1,000 paper cuts, just like D4.
That's right. We'll get one more level burst of speed. I imagine Blade Sentinel gets the damage boost. I'm not sure how Grief and Blade... Or I mean Blade Fury. I'm not sure how Blade Sentinel works there. Again, I don't know all the interactions for this... like, skill set exactly. And what's been changed and... what's the same, what's different. Plenty of questions there, definitely.
I can't.
So maybe we'll go do a little research when we get to
Impossible.
later on in it. Part nightmare, part hell. I'll share some findings. Okay, we're gonna go back. And just go this way. That way we can do the Hellforge. Because a Thul rune could be nice so we could make a pattern.
I can't.
Amrune
Impossible.
could make a strength. Being able to kite Hephaestus so easily is really nice. Okay. Let's see what we get. Alright, well, Tyrone wasn't exactly ideal, but that's okay. Sleeping. Let's go ahead and get TP scrolls. I mean, we got, you know, a perfect gem there. +2 flawless amethyst. You know, it's not bad. It's at least good money. So, we like that.
Impossible.
Can always use our TP staff to just get a little further ahead here.
Can't.
Thank you, Tater Toad! So I guess at this point, 1 to Fire Blast.
Can't. Impossible.
Stay alive, mercenary.
Impossible.
And I'll go Vitality. Perfect. Nice and easy. And we'll just kind of run up here. Pop this. Emilio, no! Mercenaries can have some trouble. Especially when you like run forward and they just kind of like walk through everything and it's just sitting there hitting them.
I need mana.
A lot of times it ends up being just kind of deadly for them.
Can't. Impossible.
Yeah, we have a teleport staff on our offhand. Very, very helpful for these runs. Not always needed, but man, is it helpful, and it'll save you a lot of time and everything there. The Dongerfish, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate that.
Impossible.
Now let's go finish up Act 4 really fast. Again, beware of the fire damage if you don't have good fire resist. But otherwise, pretty solid. Make sure you're on players 1 here. Set a safety TP just in case.
I need mana.
Yeah, it's a decent build. I mean, it's only normal, but it does alright damage.
I need mana.
Now I could use some more attack rating. I really do want those Thesaurus boots. Next hit delay helped, yeah. So close.
What do you need? Not here.
His lightning attack is lightning and physical damage. It's pretty brutal. So do be careful about that. But otherwise,
Hero's mistake.
nice and simple. Give yourselves the clap. Act 4 is done. Wasn't that easy? Thank you. Slows target. Ooh. Oh yeah, I got that.
I want to see. I can't.
Let's take a look at that. I think knockback actually works with Fury, if I'm not mistaken.
You'll pay for your atrocities, Vale.
I like Thresher, but Mancatcher's definitely aight. Now I guess let's see. I'm not sure this is giving any slows target or knockback for.
I can't.
Is it? Hard to see. Actually, maybe it is. Does slows target actually have an effect here?
Impossible. Can't. Impossible.
Man, I really gotta figure out every interaction with each one of these skills. I promise for part Nightmare we'll
Impossible.
have it all presented. Elrune.
Impossible.
CB is crushing blow. And now we're gonna go up to players 8. Not for exactly Shank here, but for Eldritch. Knockback works with Blade Fury. Yes, but does slows target work with Blade Sentinel?
Shank, your command has ended.
Because if you want to get levels, players 8 Eldritch farming is nice and simple and easy. Plus a great way to just kind of get some other. You can get some gear and things here if you want. Like, look at my experience bar as I just kill these dudes. Just popping. And it's so fast. You just rinse and repeat. And this is a great place to level up. Get yourself into the mid-30s, whatever it is.
Good afternoon.
Wow, 2 open sockets on that. Also, wow, 12 light res on that. That's fantastic. 2 great finds right there. Put that we'll put that over there for now, but that could be really nice for some resistances later. And like I say, just come over here and farm this boss over and over. If you spend 15 minutes just farming Eldritch on Players 8, end up somewhere nice in the 30s, then you're really overpowered, and you go to the Ancients, then you're crushing stuff. It'll just be really nice. So, recommended. I'm going to move forward because this is Mr. Llama's guided playthrough, and I don't like to spend too much time doing all of those things always, but there are places and times where I will do that. And of course there's also the idea of going back and like, hey, if we farm Night or Normal Indariel for Hisaris boots, you know, that could actually be kind of a interesting thing to do, because that would be worth a lot of attack rating, which would be really, really helpful on this character. I'm going to go ahead and save the barbs. Ralort Tal, that's all very useful runes for us here, especially when we're looking for Talort Thol to make a pattern. So we'll just have to take a peeks here. Sure will, thank you. Perfect. Easy runes to be had. And again, I'm going to go ahead and just continue killing some dudes here. Getting some basics. Getting the experience. We can also really start to look for claws, see if we can find ourselves a 3 open socket claw. And then we can also look at the various claws and see, you know, what all we want to get. Fire, and then we can go into Blade Fury now. So now we have Blade Fury as an option. Of course, we only have one level in it. That does give us something. I'll go ahead and kill these guys since they're already so low. Yeah, this would be another class where honestly getting some of those Saigon species would not be bad at all. Did I quit D4? At least for now. I mean, we'll see, you know, if there's something super interesting that looks like it's coming down the pipe later on. But currently, Even season 1's not looking like it's really going to change that much. I feel like you'll play through season 1 and then get to kind of the same point and just have some legendary gems, and that'll be it. And they'll be like, alright, well. Dead Lords are always scary. Moon Lords. Never be careful. Especially on players 8. I'm gonna try and lay down some damage on him, but honestly probably smart to just run away. We're gonna do the Frozen River because 10 to all resist is massively good. Basically a mandatory side quest. But it can be a tough one in some ways. Decent experience though. So again, I'm not minding being on players 8, really trying to kind of like grind it out down here.
Move.
More Blade Fury. Thank you, Barbecue. Frozen Team can drop some cool stuff. Yeah, I feel like he doesn't drop me cool stuff that often, but he can. Got a little too spicy there. Alright, Mr. Frozenstein. On players 8, it'll be pretty hard to deal good damage to him as well. And we're hitting an okay amount of the time, but still not quite as much as I would like to be hitting. Thank you very much, Bear. Go ahead and do this. Look at that! Teleport charges.
Impossible.
Nice. Go back here, save Anya. And maybe, let's see if we want to fight these guys at all. It's brutal. Players 8, they are just tough.
I need mana.
I don't know if it's worth it. I think it's not. We'll keep moving on. Talk to her, get the scroll. No, it'll be the same repair cost there. Now we can always go to Anya, get a free weapon. A little more damage, some nice attack rating. I actually do like that. 55 strength and dexterity. We'll go ahead and go for a little bit more because I mean I'm not really using anything right now. So getting a slight boost on a weapon is not bad for us. Now we can do players 8 Pindle as well. This can be a nice combination. Just doing Pindle and Eldritch for leveling purposes. If you want to, of course, level up higher.
I can't play.
So rinse and repeat that as often as you would like.
Salutations.
Akin, thank you very much. Okay. Where should I level 25 to 33? Right there.
Possible.
That is the spot. Eldritch and Pindle. Players 8. Just kill them, level to 33, nice and easy. You can try and do it in like Nightmare. You can do like bail runs. Cows you can do for a little bit of that for sure, but it's just not as good.
I can't. Impossible. I can't.
Remember, normal cows cannot drop a 4 open socket crystal sword or weapon. It can only drop a weapon that can get 4 open sockets from a socket quest. Just as a reminder to you guys. When did I first play D2? Probably around 2001.
Impossible.
Thank you, Mr. Sam. Ooh, Blade Shield. Perfect. Because why not? Not a huge deal, but you know, it has a little bit of damage, which can be nice. 3 to 96. Plus, of course, it's a synergy anyway, so everything being a synergy between them just means we're going to be putting the points in all of them anyways. I mean, the mosaics are really nice for it, but you can still do Phoenix Strike without mosaic. It's just not nearly like that crazy OP build. Yeah, I'm running dual hands right now. Oh, we have more dexterity, which means we can run like this now. Let's get a little bit more damage. Oh wait, I'm on players 8. Let me go to players 1 ancients. I was like, man, these ancients are tough, man. That's crazy. So I didn't really stock up on potions or anything because I'm level 30 and we do a lot of good damage. So I knew I would have enough, but especially if you're a little under leveled or you feel a little bit more scared of stuff or whatever, feel free to just load up on your potions there. Blade Fury will continue. go ahead and put players 8 back on just for fun. See how it goes down here. Mal and Goal, I'm having a tough time to find them. They can be difficult. If you can, try and like rush friends. Rush people for their forge. It's the best way to get Mal and Goal rune.
Impossible.
Just go rush like 7 people all together. If they're at least mildly trusted. If you want to get this waypoint as well, Worlds Don't Keep level 2 is a great waypoint to get, just in case you run into like a horrible zone spawn. I'm going to go back down to players 1. In the Worlds Don't Keep later on, you know, the throw and destruction is like terrible or something. But it is crazy, right, Father? Is Delta about to break? Yeah, we'll go fix it up later. I need to get potions and stuff anyways. Just gonna clear out our throne really fast. And I'll go ahead and go players 8. I'm kind of curious how much of this we can players 8 versus need to do other player accounts. So let's take a look and see. Hopefully the first boss didn't spawn too quickly before I got players 8 up. It might have though. No, we got it. Perfect. Get him, baby. Oh, one more. Nice. Wave 2. I'm going to go to players 3 because they have the guys who can freeze. Or players 3. I just don't want those guys constantly alive. Wave 3, they will heal each other up, but I feel like we could still maybe players 8 them. Nice. Wave 4, we should definitely be able to players 8, I think. It'll take a little bit of running around, but should be okay experience. In wave 5, we will not players 8. Okay. Another point there. Let's go more dexterity and strength there, just a little bit. Okay, so we'll go players 8 on wave 4. Oh, that's juicy. Nice and easy. I feel like we could players 8 wave 5. Let's go players 3 wave 5 though for now. See how players 3 feels. Players 3 looks about right. Players 8 would have been rough. This looks pretty good. A little bit tough for sure, but able to get some damage in. Could also just play as one. But it's okay. Just need the finishing blows.
Impossible.
Yep, you can kill Cow King as much as you would like now. Great change, I know. Come on. Yeah, okay. Probably just players 1, wave 5. Sadly, they're just a little too hard for a kill. Plus, I just don't hit them enough. That's probably the biggest issue. I need more attack rating. A little more attack rating would have gone a long way here. Hey, if you had spent the time farming Eldritch, I mean, you're not wrong. It definitely would help a little bit. I'm also not running around with like a great weapon on or anything, so. Just try and get them to exist within the pulsing of it all. Very close. Very, very close here. And we're gonna get the level out of it, so it did just take a bit, but we will level up. Alright, now we go back to players 1 for Mr. Bale. More into Blade Fury. And a little more dexterity and vitality.
World stone. What power?
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Holy cow, we do a lot of damage to Bale. Probably because he's large framed. He's large bodied. So like the hits are just getting off more, but good lord. It's actually ridiculous how fast we're killing him. Like, wow. I mean, I feel like that has to be the clone with how fast he's dying, right? Good lord. This is... There you go. Act 5 is done. Talk about a weapon. Good lord, that would have been nice on my zealot right there. But honestly, probably not bad on this character. I mean, I'm not using claws with it, but massive damage, crushing blow, deadly strike, open wounds. Flesh Render is so good. Absolutely wild find right there. Yeah, it's just really nice. So now again at this point, what do you want to go do? I mean, you can just run around. You can, oh yeah, you should probably reset. You can continue farming in normal if you would like. Right? Always nice and easy there. You can go kill some cows if you want. We could go farm normal Indariel, try and get Hisaris boots. Or we can just hack the game somehow and get them right here. And you can see 332 attack rating. Again, a massive dual boost right there. Super, super helpful for my character. Absolutely love that. Thank you, game. The power of speaking. Yeah, really nice base attack rating addition there. Cows are a great place to grab some runes. But yeah, a lot of experience. I mean, look how much experience you get just from doing these things right here. Just murder everything. Streamer client confirmed. I mean, of course it's a streamer client. Let's level up to 34 really fast. Easy. That's lovely, man. If we get Hisaris' shield, then we get Cannot Be Frozen from the 3-piece Hisaris. I don't know if we do players 8 with cows exactly. More Blade Fury. I guess I mean, being frozen isn't fun. Let's go ahead and find the tree.
I can't.
And again, a little more dexterity and strength, and then the rest vitality. Self-willed Infinity on Novasaurus, I like to. But I also think running it on Mercenary at 200 FCR can be fun. So I run both of them.
Remember to subscribe to get your exclusive Llama NFT skin in Llama RPG.
That's not a thing that's happening. What's wrong with you?
Impossible.
Hey, full circle! Had that a lot lately. Thanks, Benny. Okay, we'll save Mr. Kane. I thought subscribing would give you some MF. It might.
I read it all wrong. I thought the title said Diablo 2 Dawn. Tino, what to play next? I was about to suggest a neat game I've been on for weeks that could occupy you.
Yeah.
No, I am not talking about Diablo Beelzebub.
Beelzebub?
I was going to give you another game. Requires a controller and an emulator, of course.
What game is that? This is Players 8 Cows. This is doing pretty good. Honestly. I mean, it's not like Fissure, but it's not bad.
Hey Llama, will there be a Yamar PG die with a blue star? Just in case my llama disappoints me every time when it's getting serious.
A llama die with a blue star. No current plans. Thorun? Ethrune. We'll see all the different llama dice. Yeah, this is like pretty nice for Players 8 right here. And it's not a horrible experience. I mean, we're level 34, so the experience isn't going to be amazing, but yeah, it's Eyes and Hearts. Just don't care much for that. Perfect Black Caber. Carrying area for Nightmare? Yeah, I was hoping to find a Thul rune. There's an Am rune. I mean, we're pretty much ready for Nightmare. We've got all the good stuff. We got ourselves our Hisaris boots, which is just a godly combination. There's an Ort rune right there. We do need to go get our runes from Act 5. But yeah, we actually kill these cows surprisingly fast. Our damage is like really quite good. Looks like you found the next character playthrough. So far, so good, man. And the way that this damage has taken the cows out makes me feel really good for Nightmare. Feels like I should be able to do pretty well. Level 35. Biggest thing was getting the attack rating, which we've got now, so that was a really big help. I mean, obviously I still want more attack rating, but I wonder if using a insight, even though it's 3/8 damage, would just be like really strong, because like you can have a pretty high damage base, and then, of course you get the nice boost and stuff. Could be interesting. Angelic Ambient Ring would be a nice combo as well, but we don't have either piece. Yeah, I'm not even running Death Sentry with this. I'm really trying to make it a, you know, Blades build for sure. Yeah, I've got a Bone Necro guide for sure. Stuff. Thorun. Thorun. It's okay. Again, we'll take a look anyways. Let's go to town. Let's save this over. Save these over. Let's go get our runes from Act 5. Thank you, Did I Guitar. Put these puppies away and go sell some things. Okay. 4 max, 3 max, half freeze, mana, FCR, strength. Fast run walk is kind of nice, but not nice enough. 10 max stamina. I'm going to keep this flawless ruby. We can maybe craft some blood gloves or something a little later on. Poison res, little fire damage, little poison res. Nothing really on those guys. Yeah. So that's, I mean, that's normal. We'll be moving into Nightmare right here, but our character's pretty set. She's looking pretty good. Here's kind of our breakdown of skills right now. Blade Sentinel being our main damage, and then we have Blade Fury bringing up the rear right there, also with a little bit nicer attack rating with the boost.
You're the best man.
Thank you, Emble. Here's our gear. It's kind of whatever for the claws. Magic Find, Fire Resist, Stealth. Nothing really crazy there. It's a decent ring. Some minimum damage, attack rating, and fire res. Dual Hisaris, big carry, and a Nagel ring. So, not bad. Yeah. That's all we got for part normal. If you want to keep leveling up, feel free to. We're at 35. You can level up further in normal pretty easily. I showed you guys how there. But otherwise, I'll meet you guys over in Nightmare. Mwah. Kisses to you all. Have a good one, you guys. I'll catch you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. Peace.